Welcome back everyone, my name is Gian and today I'll show a simple way to plan for retirement. Retirement planning is important because of two things. First is we don't want to work forever, and second, we want the option to retire at our own terms or kung kailan natin gusto. So last year when the pandemic started, we had a glimpse of what our retirement life would be. How was that experience for you? And please share your experience in the comment section below. So, almost everyone was caught off guard during the pandemic. We were forced to live out our retirement lives. So, kulang yung savings or minimal yung income na pumapasok or totally walang income na pumapasok. With this video, my goal is to help everyone prepare for retirement. Okay, so let's get started. So this is a simple way of preparing for retirement. Simple in a sense na inflation will not be a factor so that everyone can follow and mabilis maintindihan. And the objective of this video is to prepare everyone for retirement at any age. So we need to also set a definite goal and concrete plans during retirement planning. We will also find out the problems that we will encounter along the way and when is the best time to start. The first question that we need to ask is, at what age are we planning to retire? It can be in our 40s, it can be our 50s, and it can be in our 60s. Then, how much monthly allowance would you like to receive? Since we are retired, we are not actively working, so income will come from our savings and investment. Also, take note of our expenses during our retiring age or during our retired age. We need to factor in if may binabayad pa tayo for rent or from mortgage kung bumili ng bahay, yung utilities na babayaran natin, yung kuryente, tubig, internet, yung groceries natin for our daily needs, and also medicines. No? Since we are older, baka meron tayong mga maintenance medicines na iniinom. So we need to factor those in for our daily allowance, for our monthly allowance. So our monthly allowance can be 40,000, can be 60, can be 80,000, can be 100,000. It all depends on what you want. So you need to be specific when it comes to your monthly allowance as well. And how long would you like to receive that allowance? This one is a trick question because we don't know exactly how long we will live. But since our average lifespan is 80 and we will use that age, so we want to enjoy our allowance, our monthly allowance for the next 15 years if we retire at 65. We have 15 years to enjoy yung iipunin nating retirement fund. So how do we compute that? If we want 60,000 pesos per month as our retirement allowance, and we need to compute that for the next 15 years. So 60,000 times 12, that's 720,000 per year na kailangan natin. Then 720,000 times 15 for the next 15 years, that's 10.8 million. So kailangan natin ng 10.8 million to enjoy 60,000 per month for the next 15 years during our retirement days. And at what age do you plan to start? If you decide to start at the age of 25 and we will be retiring at 65, so we have 40 years to save up to have 10.8 million pesos. So how do we compute that? 10.8 million divided by 40, so we need to save up 270,000 per year, or divided that into 12, we need to have 22,500 per month. We need to save up 22,500 per month for the next 40 years so that we will have 10.8 million by the time that we retire at 65. And what if we delay our retirement plan? So what if hindi ka nag-start at 25? Let's say you started at 35. So instead of having 40 years to plan for retirement, you only have now 30 years. So 10.8 million divided by 30 years, that's 360,000 per year. And 360,000 divided by 12, it's 30,000 per month. No? So, lumaki na yung kailangan nating ipunin every month. No? Instead of 22,500 nung 25 tayo, now it's 30,000 pesos per month when we are 35. So the best time really to start is when we are younger, no? So that we have more years to prepare for our retirement. And what will be the problems that we will encounter during this planning? No. First one is with work. A single source of income will not be enough. No, it won't be enough para makaipon tayo ng 10.8 million. And we cannot work forever as well. No, so that will be a problem. Second is health. No, since health is very expensive, no, magastos magkasakit, no, we might use up our savings for medical expenses. No? So that's gonna be a problem. Then education. No? When we become parents, education will be an automatic expense, no? And we might use our savings for the tuition fees of our kids. So that will be a problem. Then with life, we might live longer. Yun nga, di ba? We don't know when up to when we will live. So we might live longer, and that will be a problem. Kukulangin na yung naipon natin na 10.8 million. So how do we solve these problems? So with work, we need to have multiple sources of income and investment, so we make our money work for us as well. We find multiple sources of income. So aside from your day job, meron kang mga side hustles. Also, investments as passive income for us as well. So we need to have those, no? Para at least mas marami tayong naiipon every year. Kasi kung single source lang, kukulangin, no? Mahihirapan. Then with health, we need to create a separate health fund. We need to have health coverage for critical illness, and we need a coverage for hospital expenses. No? So insurance will be a big convenience for us, no, to have a separate health fund. Then education. We also need to build up an educational funds for our kids. No? Talagang separate talaga siya. Hindi siya nakahalo dun sa savings natin for retirement. Then with life, no, we need to prepare more than the required amount. No? So yung 10.8 billion, as much as possible, prepare more than that. No? Para at least, if ever we live longer, we have more. No? Meron tayong extra savings na nakala. So that's a simple way of planning for retirement. I hope you learned from this video. Share this to anyone that you know so that they may benefit as well. If you need help with retirement planning, you may reach me at my Facebook page at facebook.com/thefamilymanph. Please don't forget to like and subscribe on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.